Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. Just want to say thank you very much for everyone who's been watching the videos, liking the videos and subscribing. It's really good to see the actual views going up a little bit. They did peak around about here because of the two Crypto.com Visa card videos that I made. So I'm going to do a bit more about that today, just to clarify a few things that I said in the first one that maybe I didn't quite understand properly the first time, or maybe I didn't make them totally clear. So I think that's a good thing to do. I just wanted to note here that the subscribers with the actual bell put on is okay, but if you haven't got that on, I'd put it on, because then you'll get notified, hopefully, of the new videos that I do. I also noticed as well that 75.2% of you are not subscribed. Now look, I'm at 6,986 subscribers. Do you not want to be the 7,000th subscriber? Of course you do, don't you? Okay, if you can subscribe, I'd really, really appreciate it. And look, I'm even going to get 42 quid this month. Okay, for anyone thinking of going into doing YouTube stuff, the revenue from YouTube isn't the best way to make money. Just be aware of that. Anyway, I just want to go over to the Crypto.com app on my phone and just show you a few things, just to clarify what we're going to lose and what's going to change. Okay, so I think this is going to be of most use to people who have the rose gold, icy white, indigo, or the green cards, because those are the ones that are going to change the most, I suppose. Now, if we go to my crypto wallet, you can see here, if we look at the Kronos, I hate that name, by the way, CRO, just like calling it CRO. If we look at the CRO, you can see here that it says here, CRO lockup, 100,000 CRO. It says you are enjoying 8% in CRO lockup rewards. It will be credited to your wallet every 7 days. Okay. Now, my only option there at the moment is to upgrade to the baller card. What's it called? The black one. Anyway, that's not going to happen because I haven't got that much money. So typically what you get is these lockup rewards every Friday. So these are the ones I got yesterday. And there's 153 CRO there. And then other things is cashback for various purchases that I make. And you can see I use the card quite a lot. Some purchases are quite large. So this one here, for example, 115 CRO. That was a $7.79 cashback when I got my car serviced a week last Friday. So I paid £211 and I got 115 CRO back. Now that kind of reward will still exist, and it will still be 3% as far as I understand. And you see the lockup rewards each Friday are the same. Now what you'll also get as well is the rebates for Netflix, which in my case is 251 CRO, Amazon Prime, which is 210 CRO, and Spotify, which is 279 CRO. My Spotify is quite expensive because I've got a family subscription, but it means here that I'm actually getting 279 CRO back anyway, so it doesn't actually feel too bad. Now these won't change in December, but what will change is the lockup rewards, because here at the moment, if I want to use these rewards, I can just withdraw them. So say for example, I want to transfer this money, withdraw it, and let's withdraw it to the exchange. And I can see here that the maximum I can withdraw is 357 CRO. Now what will happen in the future is the CRO from the lockup rewards, which won't be called that, it'll be called card staking rewards. You won't be able to withdraw that, but it will go onto your balance, and then in theory you will earn more rewards because it will compound. Now to make up for that, they're reducing the 8% down to 7%, which I worked out on that first video isn't going to be 8% a year, it's slightly less. Now what I did like was this comment on my video from MattyLight30, and they said, so instead of depositing the lockup rewards into your wallet, they reinvest it into your card for a lower rate than what you get in DeFi. Okay, well I'm going to look at the DeFi wallet probably sometime this week, because that's another thing we need to talk about as well. But yeah, Matty said, stupid, that would be like having a rental property and the only way to get the rent money is to sell the house. I think that is the key point here. You know, it doesn't really matter what reward you get, because really who cares? You can't get your hands on it unless you unstake the entire amount from your card, and then you lose your card benefits. Now, I suppose what you could do is unstake all your CRO, take an amount off it that you've earned, put it all back and stake it again. You could do that. I can't do that though, because I only staked 100,000 CRO back in 2020 to get the rose gold card. And now the requirement for that is like £30,000 worth of CRO, which is obviously a lot more. So for somebody like me, all I'm going to do is, if the price of CRO goes up to like $1, I'm probably just going to sell all my CRO and leave Crypto.com forever. And is that what they want? I don't think so. Something's not quite right here. I'm not getting the actual reasoning behind it. Okay, so I started making this video on Friday and it's now Monday morning, and I've had a bit of a think about all this over the weekend, and I've come to some quite positive conclusions about Crypto.com, CRO, and the way it's all going forward. And another thing is, I've also realised that this exchange I use called Bitget, and by the way, if you want to use this exchange and you can deposit more than $3,000 in the first place, you do get amazing sign-up bonuses, and they go all the way up to $30,000. So if you want to use that, it's savewith.crypto.org/bitget. And that gets you $30,000. If you don't use my link and you just go straight to bitget.com, you only get $5,000. So it makes more sense to use my link and get 6 times the amount. Anyway, but I realised here, if you look for CRO, they have indeed got CRO USDT as a spot trading pair that you can trade. So I actually think I'm going to start getting more CRO together. Now, I made this video in March 2022, okay, and at this point I had 201,000 CRO, which was worth $84,000, and I actually sold half of my CRO and bought Bitcoin with it. That was probably a very good move. Now, at that time, Bitcoin was worth about $38,000, but the price of CRO was 42 cents. So it would make sense for me to buy back 100,000 CRO. Now, I do think Bitcoin is probably a safer long-term bet. However, I can really see good things happening for CRO. And I'm going to explain more about that in my next Crypto.com video. Because not only have I had a few ideas, I've also had some really useful comments from you guys. And it's really made me think about the whole thing very carefully. If you've got any comments, please leave them down below. And while you're down there, please like the video. And of course, make sure you subscribe to make sure you've got the notifications set on all. And above all, tell your friends.